Hello, my lovies. Welcome to another episode of the Sugar Love Cafe, where you get multi-social media news, reviews, reactions, and we have discussions. I give you raw, real, pure, and the truth. Now, hey, love wins. When I tell you guys, Black women are the least protected. I'm trying to tell you guys, Black women are the least protected. Yeah, I may be on my other channel and it's a bunch of bull crap, but this is where we get the real over here. It's not going to be a long video. Hey, Brandy, this is not going to be a long video. If you guys, I'll just drop the link in if you want to pop in at any time. But I want you guys to see something. We are the least protected, and you women, we women, better wake up, okay? They are taking us out. They're taking us out, and nobody is talking about it. So I already know I am going to get a beautiful strike on my channel for this. But do I care? No. Do I care? No. At this point, YouTube, whomever, CBS, they can definitely hit me with that copyright strike. But this information, we need to know. We need to know this information. We need to know what's going on. We need to be more careful. So I'm going to start this video right now. Let's go. Like I said, this is for fair use purposes. And if you guys didn't want us to share the news, you shouldn't have put the daggone news on. But guys, take a listen. Take a listen. Take a listen.
CBS 2 investigator Dorothy Tucker spotlights a troubling pattern that's been ignored for years, and Dorothy joins us now live.
Well, Jim and Marie, we uncovered some unique facts and figures that revealed for the first time the truth about who criminals are really targeting. It's people who look like me. Our investigation exposes the causes and consequences of Black women at risk.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Reports of multiple people shot on the city's west side.
It's all we think about.
Multiple suspects walked up to the victim demanding his car.
Our biggest fear.
Breaking tonight, 4 teens, 3 15-year-olds and 1 16-year-old, all shot while on a front porch.
Being the next victim of a crime.
The man stumbled down the Chinatown platform, bleeding from his neck from a gunshot wound.
But what are your chances?
We're not just talking about 1 or 2 robberies here. We're talking dozens of them.
Who's really the most at risk? Is it white men, white women, Asians, Hispanics, Black men? No, it's not. It's women who look like Tonia Thomas.
It's scary.
According to Chicago police crime data for 2022, when you look at all the offenses, count all the victims, Black women are the most at risk.
It's not fair.
Unfair because that 67,000 means 25% of crime victims are Black women, but they make up only 16% of Chicago's population. And when the CBS 2 investigators kept digging, we discovered even more disturbing data. Black women represented more than a third of kidnappings, 35% of assaults, 38% of batteries attacked and injured, 40% of rape victims. And let this sink in. Black women are 52% of human trafficking victims. Remember, they're only 16% of the population.
To have to navigate through life knowing that you'll potentially become a victim of a crime, primarily because of your race and your gender combined, it's not fair.
Thomas survived a rape.
This is all the paperwork from the hospital.
But she still feels the pain.
What happened to me, it won't go away.
I have actually been a customer of BetterHelp for a little over 2 years now. And I was able to get matched up with a therapist in like 1.
It happened here, this West Side apartment building, at a friend's party.
I did have a couple of drinks, but nothing too crazy.
Pictures of a happy, smiling Thomas were taken just minutes before she felt dizzy and went to the bathroom. The police report details the horrors of the criminal's sexual assault.
I remember being in the bathroom with my the person who assaulted me, and I remember just trying to like get out of the restroom, but I couldn't get out.
The car was parked actually right there on the corner, right before the stop sign.
Even when it comes to nonviolent crimes and reports where police record race, Black women,
I couldn't believe it,
like Evelyn Sparks, are targets. Black women account for 24% of property thefts, arson 28%, car thefts 29%. Again, they're only 16% of the population.
You could see it out the window.
A 2019 Kia.
I parked it there every day.
But in less than 10 minutes, it was gone. Photos of a trashed Kia found by police an hour later.
Somebody to take something that you worked so hard for, it just makes you feel very violated.
Why are they targets? Because they're, if you want to call it, easy prey. Yes, yeah.
Geneva Brown is a professor of criminology at DePaul University.
We just had an unfortunate Officer Preston who was killed. She was on her way home at 1:40 in the morning, and she was a target of a robbery, disproportionately. Black women are working third shift jobs. Black women are in communities where there is a lack of a middle class, a lack of a economic foundation that would deter this type of behavior.
Where they live, when they work, and live, how they are perceived by criminals put a target on the backs of Black women.
I thought, as they say, I thought that these are what's happening to the Black man. They're trying to take out the Black man, and they're always bringing up statistics all the time. They bring up the statistics all the damn time on what's going on with the Black man. But statistics show we are not protected, and we are the ones that's being taken out. But I guess, this type of information is not important enough for you. When it contains your life, it is not important. But I guarantee you, if I had doxed somebody, it's very important. Doxing somebody else's life, doxing what somebody did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, is very exciting. You'll have hundreds and hundreds of views. But when it comes down to knowing that they are after you, Black woman, that's not important. I just talked about that strong jaw chick, whatever her name is, and she said, because women's mouth and their body says two different things, so it's okay. In other words, I'm just putting words in her mouth, but it's okay if we get violated. It's always okay when we get violated, and then we claim we have to submit. Then you submit, you get abused in the household. You get abused outside of the household. They're taking us out, women. We need to take some time out to really do the research. Our lives depend on it. Our life depend on it because, as I showed you guys in a video, that these wannabe red pill, manosphere, and the rest of them said that is the plan. I showed you guys. I'm not going to show it today because I'm not going to be here all day. But I showed you where they said that they are to unalive the Black woman. Unalive the Black woman. Now, this is proof. This is what's happening. Why are nobody talking about this? Why are we sitting up here wasting our time talking about how we're going to serve a man when we're trying to live. We are trying to live. Exactly, love. Nobody's going to protect us but us. I showed you the conversations that they are having. They hate themselves so much that they want to take us out. So if you want to go on to be with any of, go right ahead. But women, I'm telling you, they always talking about, oh, they put the black men in jail. Oh, they taking out the black man. They're doing this to the black man, This news is recent. This ain't old news. This is new news. And yes, I have to talk because I have to do commentary on it. I didn't even want to stop it because this is ridiculous. Well, let's go.
You know that you're in a neighborhood where crime is and not the exception. You're in a neighborhood where you know that the police are slow to respond. It creates that atmosphere where, unfortunately, you have people who feel empowered to become bolder or to continue to commit offenses until they're caught.
Why does it always have to be me? When do I get a break? When can I have some peace? I hear those words quite often in the work that I do.
Gabrielle Molden Carwell works as a trauma therapist, helping Black women cope with their emotional pain.
It's disheartening and it causes self-doubt because something must be wrong with me.
She knows the trauma of sexual assault, not just because she treats survivors.
I've seen it in my mom.
She's lived with it.
I've seen it in my grandmother on my mom's side. I've seen it for myself.
And how old were you?
I was 12.
In the year 2000, when this photo of a carefree little girl posed for the camera, masking her torture.
It went on for about 6 months or so. I was angry. I was heartbroken.
When I said to you guys before, I said, oh, how can somebody, if they was really baked, right? If they was Billy baked, I keep telling y'all people, I do see a few Black women try to have these much needed conversations, but the audience either distract and bring up the Black man or they don't show up. No, they don't, but we're here. We're here. And then I was trying to tell you guys before, because women have a bad habit of trying to say, well, if this really happened, you know, how can they? Because I tell you guys, it can happen for years. A lot of young girls get baked, violated, and still get up and go to school the next day. Act like nothing happened. But that trauma is still in them. So when you see them girls and you want to call them 304s, you don't know what they've been through. That trauma is still there. We go against each other. Then we got these mammies. We got the Crimson Tide mammy. We got the daggone Reba Strongjaw that is trying to get us, trying to mold us to get to bow down to abuse, quote unquote, because they never showed us a good men yet. They have never showed us a bunch of good men that is not on the internet that they talk to. They've never showed us their lives, their jobs, and why are they good men. But they tell us Black women, Black women, Black women, Black women. But why are we the most taken out? So basically, things are not happening to this Black man, which we choose to protect. which we choose to protect with our own lives. We will protect them. And they're the ones getting us. They're the ones getting us. They doing the X trafficking, the vaping, the murdering. And then I just saw one with this guy just took out his wife. Hey, Miss Leo. Hey, baby. So again, like I said, y'all could take y'all. Like I said, it's nothing wrong. I do it too. It's nothing wrong with, hey, what's going on with the jag, the this, the that. But that's not real life. This is our real life. This is our real life. I could care less. I really could. I wish them well, but I can care less. I see a lot of people get really into it. But this video states that they're taking us out. Your life in danger, Black women. They not endangering our lives. Our Black men is endangering our lives. Our Black community of men is endangering our lives. Now, hey, Jack, I'm going to rewind it again for the people who just have walked in. Because like I said on station, like I said, it's not going to be that long. Then y'all can go on back over there for the rest of that. Now, y'all know I'm busy, so I'm going to miss you guys. So if I do come on, it's going to be no more than an hour because y'all know this is my rough time of the season. So some days, if my body could make it, I could make it. But yeah, I know after the season, we're coming back hard. So don't forget, guys, if y'all know my email me what's going on. But I'm going to rewind this back for you guys. And I'm willing to take a copyright strike for this. Here we go.
Your Dorothy Tucker spotlights a troubling pattern that's been ignored for years. And Dorothy joins us now live.
Well, Jim and Marie, we uncovered some unique facts and figures that revealed for the first time the truth about who criminals are really targeting. It's people who look like me. Our investigation exposes the causes and consequences of Black women at risk.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Reports of multiple people shot on the city's west side.
It's all we think about.
Multiple suspects walked up to the victim demanding his car.
Our biggest fear.
Breaking tonight, 4 teens, 3 15-year-olds and 1 16-year-old, all shot while on a front porch.
Being the next victim of a crime.
The man stumbled down the Chinatown platform, bleeding from his neck from a gunshot wound.
But what are your chances?
We're not just talking about 1 or 2 robberies here. We're talking dozens of them.
Who's really the most at risk? Is it white men, white women, Asians, Hispanics, Black men? No, it's not. It's women who look like Tonia Thomas.
It's scary.
According to Chicago police crime data for 2022, when you look at all the offenses, count all the victims, Black women are the most at risk.
It's not fair.
Unfair because that 67,000 means 25% of crime victims are Black women, but they make up only 16% of Chicago's population. And when the CBS 2 investigators kept digging, we discovered even more disturbing data. Black women represented more than a third of kidnappings, 35% of assaults, 38% of batteries attacked and injured, 40% of rape victims. And let this sink in. Black women are 52% of human trafficking victims. Remember, they're only 16% of the population.
To have to navigate through life knowing that you'll potentially become a victim of a crime, primarily because of your race and your gender combined, it's not fair.
Thomas survived a rape.
This is all the paperwork from the hospital.
But she still feels the pain.
What happened to me, it won't go away.
It happened here, this West Side apartment building, at a friend's party.
I did have a couple of drinks, but nothing too crazy.
Pictures of a happy, smiling Thomas were taken just minutes before she felt dizzy and went to the bathroom.
The police report details the horrors of the criminal's sexual assault.
I remember being in the bathroom with my the person who assaulted me, and I remember just trying to like get out of the restroom, but I couldn't get out.
The car was parked actually right there on the corner, right before the stop sign.
Even when it comes to nonviolent crimes and reports where police record race, Black women,
I couldn't believe it,
like Evelyn Sparks, are targets. Black women account for 24% of property thefts, arson 28%, car thefts 29%. Again, they're only 16% of the population.
You could see it out the window.
A 2019 Kia.
I parked there every day.
But in less than 10 minutes, it was gone. Photos of a trashed Kia found by police an hour later.
Somebody that takes something that you work so hard for, it just makes you feel very violated.
Why are they targets? Because they're, if you want to call it, easy prey. Yes, yeah.
Geneva Brown is a professor of criminology at DePaul University.
We just had an unfortunate Officer Preston who was killed. She was on her way home at 1:40 in the morning, and she was a target of a robbery. Disproportionately, Black women are working third shift jobs. Black women are in communities where there is a lack of a middle class, a lack of a economic foundation that would deter this type of behavior.
Where they live, when they work, and listen to this, how they are perceived by criminals put a target on the backs of Black women.
You know that you're in a neighborhood where crime is the norm and not the exception. You're in a neighborhood where you know that the police are slow to respond. It creates that atmosphere where, unfortunately, you have people who feel empowered to become bolder or to continue to commit offenses until they're caught.
Why does it always have to be me? When do I get a break? When can I have some peace? I hear those words quite often in the work that I do.
Gabrielle Molden Carwell works as a trauma therapist, helping Black women cope with their emotional pain.
It's disheartening and it causes self-doubt because something must be wrong with me.
She knows the trauma of sexual assault, not just because she treats survivors.
I've seen it in my mom.
She's lived with it.
I've seen it in my grandmother on my mom's side. I've seen it for myself.
And how old were you?
I was 12.
In the year 2000, when this photo of a carefree little girl posed for the camera, masking her torture.
It went on for about 6 months or so. I was angry. I was heartbroken.
It's very aggravating.
Rage keeps me up at night a lot.
How long have Black women been overrepresented? The CBS 2 investigators went searching for answers. We looked at every crime, every victim, not just 1 or 2 years, not 3 or 4. We went back 21 years. CBS 2 investigative data journalist Elliot Ramos crunched the numbers.
The stuff is buried in like statistical reports that come out every year.
But it's here, the latest, pages 79 to 81.
You got batteries, you got robberies.
Ramos combined the crime data
by day of week, by location type,
with race, sex, and age from police reports.
It was surprising at how consistently Black women in particular were over-indexed in relation to the population, like year after year after year.
The revelation, Black women have always suffered more than others.
Where we at,
A
Black
surprising
women?
fact,
I was 16 when all of that was going on.
no one suffers more than young Black girls under 18. A perfect picture of a thriving high school junior at Little Village until she dated the wrong boyfriend.
I remember like him grabbing my arm and he swung on me and hit me. He was very violent. He was very mentally abusive. All of that was very traumatic.
From 2001 to 2022, for every white girl attacked and injured, there were 18 Black girls hurt
I decided like I wanted to take some pills. I no longer was getting the A and B's that I wanted. So if my grades began to drop, I felt very burdened. And so I no longer wanted to feel burdened.
I feel like this is just as bad as the war on drugs, right? Like everything went shut down for that. But what about these crimes?
But for Black women disproportionately targeted by crime, there is no special task force, no mayoral commission.
We talk about big picture stuff. We talk about, hot topics, but Black female victimization is not a hot topic.
And Brown adds, no public outcry to address the core causes.
And I think that this is a conversation that needs to be had.
We've been counting CTA attacks, and this one marks 8 in the past 10 days.
As a Black woman walking into the world,
Some of the 14 wounded are still in the hospital.
every day and knowing there's this high probability that something's going to happen to me when I leave the house. And it's like, do you even leave home? But we have to. We can't, live a life where we're sheltered, but why should we have to?
Here's the sad reality. The data shows that Black women are the most victimized group in Chicago, not just this year, but almost every year for the last 2 decades. Now, this is the first in a series of reports. In the future, we'll look at where these crimes are taking place and what might be done to address.
Again, women, like I said, if you want to come up, if you got something to say about this, Golden, stop. Don't harm me. If y'all want to click the link and y'all want to talk about it, we need to talk about it. Because it's crazy when you say, click the link, let's talk about Jaguar. Everybody got something to say. Let's click the link. Let's talk about Sean Davey. Anybody over there. People got so much to say. But when it's real stuff, we ain't got nothing to say. We have nothing to say. And you guys wonder why I always go after them daggone mammies. They remind me of the women back in the days. And I keep telling you guys, when Massa wanted them young babies. When Massa wanted them young babies, and I don't mean babies, but they're babies if they're 12 and 13 years old. And they groomed them. They groomed them and they groomed them, the mammies. And that's what we have now with Crimson Tide, Miss Kendra, and Neva, and the rest of them grooming chicks. They leading us to destruction because we are the least protected women in the world. In the whole entire globe, we are the least protected women. But these men sit up here and want to talk about somebody cooking and clinking for them. They want you to submit to them and cook for them and be feminine for them while they are taking us out. They're taking us out. Now, can you imagine, but don't imagine, but can you imagine if they go through each state and they so quick to say, oh my goodness, with the child support and they're taking our money. They crying about child support, but they still living. They still living, they still breathing. Unlike us, they're taking us out. Hello, my beautiful mother loves Logic. Peace and love to you, mother love. So it's always a blessing to see you. You know, we got to hear constantly, women this, women that, women this, women that. But and then they got statistics for, well, these are the men of the household. Like, men, you're not doing us any favors by paying, oh, well, I pay the bills. You have to pay bills anyway. So even if I wasn't there, you would still have to pay the bills. Where you gonna live? And if you were a single parent, you couldn't even do what you do. You can't do what you do as a single parent because now you got to take off, baby sick, babysitter, your body tired. But they want us to stop everything and make sure they're good. And telling us, my man is for protection. This chick just said yesterday. Well, the lady said in the video that I played yesterday that the men are not protecting us. And this lady thought, Strongjaw thought, that she could tell us oh, no problem. We're going to have more talks like this, loved one. We're going to have more talks like this. But she thought that she could tell us because her car ran out of gas and men helped her that they are protection. And women are not protection. But she don't look at the news. If they do look at the news, they're going to skip right past this and, oh, this 304. Oh, she deserved it. How? No means no. I don't care what her behavior is. No means no. She could be whatever she want to be if permitted. If I don't permit you to do it, then that means no. Oh, women are alienating men from their kids. Boo-hoo. But they're still living to tell the story. We can't even live to tell the story. They're taking us out. All these young ladies' lives are messed up forever. Forever. Even if they heal through their trauma, they've been violated. Then they want us to be nice. Not knowing that, no, we don't want to be nice to you. We don't know you. How you want us to be nice to these strange people to make you guys feel good? We've been violated, traumatized, and you want us to just be nice no. Women are scared. Women are scared because they know their lives are in danger. Black women, not just any woman. Let me correct myself. Black women are scared because they're taking us out. They're taking us out. Well, we will be having some more discussions like this. Yes, we are. We're going to be having some more discussions. But next time they say the word statistics show this happening to the black man. Statistics show this happening to the black man. But make sure they show this too. Make sure they show the real statistics. Oh, black women want to be independent. Yeah, we should want to be independent. Why would you want us to be dependent? We should be independent. Oh, we don't want you to have a job. Stay home and take care of the kids. Why? So you'll never leave. You'll never leave because you ain't got no money to go. So now that keeps you dependent on them and being abused and abused. We better take care of each other, and we better learn how to stick by each other. I see a lot of stuff that be going on, but I would not, unless I really have to, I would not take out another Black woman. I would not. I would not. Unless I have to get something straight that's different. But I don't sit around and watch. I don't like to see a lot of Black women take each other out and fight each other, because they taking us out already. They're taking us out already. We don't need to help them. They're making videos about us already. We don't need to help them. You know, people come on the internet, they make their little bit of change or whatever. We want to get people pages taken. I'm like, that's another woman's income. That's feeding her kids. Then we want to take them to court. I'm like, us women, they're doing it to us already. That's in the pimp book. To get women to turn against each other. That's in the pimp book. Pimp, hooray. We want to dig all into each other business and take each other down, but y'all not bringing up these real issues. These real issues is they're taking us out. I mean, it's okay to if you want to dox or whatever, but don't go too far. Don't get in it too far, because they're doing it to us already. And these men sitting back laughing at us. They're laughing at us. Then we're going to get so angry at each other, then we're going to be taking each other out too. So it's bad enough they're taking us out, and they're doing all of these things to us Black women. Now they're going to have, the same way they have Black people taking out themselves, they're going to have Black women taking out themselves. We're going to be, where is, y'all don't get it. Y'all really don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. But like I said, I got to go to bed. I know that's my busy time of the season. Yes, Brandy, we have to stop doing that. I can't, yes, and yes. I hopefully I could catch you guys, oh, dag, I said an hour, it's 35 minutes. I hope I can catch you guys for about an hour tomorrow. I hope so. I really do. But like I said, I had to bring this interview to you guys. I don't care if only make sure you guys hit that like. Whatever little bit of you guys watched it, hopefully you guys learned something. I know they're going to hit me with a strike or something. It is what it is, but we got to get this information out here. Like I said, they doing us like they always did us. We taking each other's out. We are destroying each other's financial gain. Why would we destroy each other's financial gain? That money goes into your household. These men are laughing at us, and they're making their own money. I showed you guys, every time I turn around, I'm going to show you guys that video of that man specifically saying, we got to unalive the Black woman. And all the men was like, yeah, take them out. They was all in agreement. Not one Black man said, not one. If you look at the comments on that video that I showed you guys, I forgot, I didn't pull up the comments, but not one Black man said, no, we got to protect our sisters. Not one. Not one. thought that was wrong what he said, and they sent him a lot of money. They sent him a lot of money, honey. Ladies, when you go out, make sure you have some type of protection on you. Make sure you have some type of protection on you. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings. You know, maybe we need to start taking some self-defense courses, whatever. Teach your young girls when you go to these parties, hey, BYOB, bring your own brown bag. Do not even drink from these people. I keep trying to tell you guys, people be like, oh, I pour my own cup. It doesn't matter if you pour your own cup. It's in the bottle. They put it in the bottle. Why you think you and a group of girls are all tore up together? They bring you the bottle, tell you to turn up, and you and your homegirls are all drinking the same thing. You notice the men are not drinking with you. You females are turning up because it's in the bottle. And y'all just are pouring and pouring. And then y'all get dizzy and lightheaded, lights out. Bring your own bottle. Go there drunk already. Go there tipsy already. If you're going to buy something, make sure you're opening up the top. Don't let them bring you no bottle. It's in the bottle already. And all you fools are going to be the ones that's drinking it. And all of you fools, that's why you see a lot of videos. And y'all talk about the girls that's 3 or 4, not knowing that they're acting like that because something was put in their drinks. That's why you all see them all bounced up and twerking and acting crazy. Why is it a whole group of girls acting like that? Because they're drinking from the same drink, from the same bottle. Or they're putting stuff in the marijuana. They're putting stuff in the marijuana. So you thinking, hey, I don't drink, I smoke. Okay, why is all of you women still acting the same? Why is it not one girl sitting in the corner? Why all of them doing the same exact thing? Because something is in the drink. Then they tape you young women. They tape you young girls in them terrible predicaments. And they use them pictures for blackmail on you. By the time you see them pictures, you don't know what happened. You don't know what they got in your mouth. You don't know nothing. And them are blackmail pictures that they use against you, and you don't know what happened. This is what they're doing to our young black girls and women. They really don't like the women, the older ones, because we know better. So they send them stinking mammies in. They send the mammies in to train us. To tell us how to worship. You want us to worship these men that's taking us out. Girl, you done lost all your rabbit mind, Miss Strong Jaw. Well, anyway, guys, I'm really out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. And we're going to have, we're going to have more of these discussions over here. So all of you guys have a blessed night. I am out of here in peace. But again, Black women are the least protected on the globe. On the globe, we are the least protected.